It's gonna be a scorcher today. No one cares about the weather, Aaron. Why would you do an intro with the weather? Can someone tell those dogs to be quiet also? I stepped on my scale today and I couldn't believe how much I weighed. Like really. I don't know how all of you have been doing, what kind of diet you've been on, if you've been doing good, if you've been doing bad, if that's subjective. I've been doing all right. I eat the carnivore diet. I have added things here and there, like had a little bit of mushrooms yesterday and onion with some hamburger. There's just a little bit. And I don't think that's what made me gain some weight. I know exactly what's made me gain some weight, and that is getting back on coffee and adding heavy cream to my coffee and like drinking 3-4 cups of coffee every day. I'm like, I should make another video where, hey, I gave up coffee. Aaron, people are tired of your videos of you giving up coffee and then getting back on coffee. It's like I don't know what it is for me. It's like this mental thing where I need the energy because I'm working too hard or I'm stressed out and I just need to chill. And anyone that's been around this channel for a while has known that I wrestle with stress. I get stressed out. I'm pulled in a lot of directions. And so that's why, you know, part of the reason I'm not uploading as many videos is because I just need to give myself the brain space. YouTube is awesome. It's fun. I love the interactions with people, but then there's like this part of me that lets dumb comments or people's opinions like dictate my life too much. And I'll be thinking about life and this and that, and then I'm like, well, if I say that, this person's gonna say this, or this person's gonna do this, and it's just the way my brain works.
Everything sucks.
I wrestle with negative interpretations also, so that doesn't help. Even people's nice comments are like, they hate me. And I want to just turn this into a ramble, but I'm trying to give myself the ability to be and really pay attention to what I'm doing, and also like give myself some room to be when it comes to my diet and what I'm eating specifically. Add in a little bit here and there, not strict carnivore, because I've done strict carnivore and it works. One of the cool things about that is that I can go right back to it. And I'm not eating anything crazy off menu, you know, like nothing that's not ketovore. Whenever I consume cheese, dairy in general, the heavy cream, I will gain weight. But I know like if I stopped dairy 1 week from today, I'd be down 10 pounds. That's how it works. And being on a carnivore diet for over 2 years has really taught me how my body works. I like stopping here and just taking in the day. I actually like coming out walking earlier. The sun's just up so early, and I am not. I wake up when my body wants me to wake up. Yeah, after being on YouTube for a while, it's like, it's hard not to make just videos for myself. It's like I start making videos for other people, what I think people want to hear, because that's what they're interested in. That's what gets the clicks, the views, the likes. And it's cool, but it's also kind of annoying. I guess one of the biggest benefits of the carnivore diet for me is how it's changed the way I look at food. I know there's I want to say a hatred or a love lost when it comes to carbs. People are like, carbs are the enemy, carbs are the devil.
I don't eat carbs.
Carbs will kill you, and all those may be true. But what kind of carbs, what kind of food, what kind of food is it that you're eating? Is it processed? Is it filled with glyphosate? Is it just food that's not fueling your body? Is it just you're eating it because you like the taste and that's that? There's a lot to it, and I really believe for me, the carnivore diet has healed the way I think about food, which is the most important thing. But then it also brought up like my body dysmorphia. No matter how much weight I lose or how much weight I can bench press or muscle that I can gain, it's not good enough. And that becomes exhausting. And it's something I've never dealt with before. So it's like I'm in my infancy when it comes to how to think about these things, which is good, except for that it's tough to learn.
I don't know what to do with my hands. What do I normally do with my hands?
But I'm thankful for what I've learned. I know for a fact that if I sit down, start measuring my food again, I just went into the deepest, darkest jungle. Start measuring my food, eating consistently staying away from all dairy, I will drop down 10 pounds within a week and get down to 220 again. But then the elephant in the room for my weight is everyone says and everyone says I should be about 206 for my height. Well, I've never been down to 206 since I've been there. And so I start thinking through things like biohacks. Hey, let's do some biohacks. You know, like cold plunges, which I did once and I haven't been back because I'm a little weenie. Maybe I should try one of those cuts. You know, the bodybuilders and weightlifters talk about doing cuts. So you pay attention to what you're eating, and I know the calories in, calories out model needs to die, but you can get you in a general area of what you should actually be eating and the foods you're eating, because I've done it and I've seen it work. But part of me is like, I heard of a thing called a protein sparing modified fast, where the guy recommended that you find a place, do it for 4 to 6 weeks, no longer, try to get 206 grams of protein a day and 206 grams of fat a day, and that's my macros. But then twice a week, not consecutive, do a day where you just eat the protein and cut out the fat. And it's one of those things that's supposedly supposed to help your body just continue to burn the fat without getting stalls, like, because it thinks that you're starving. These are all the things that's like, I would never thought I would be learning. And even on the carnivore diet, like going on it, people are like, just eat red meat, red fatty cuts of meat, that's it. Yes, that's it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to make it complicated. But do you know what? You will, because you're a human being.
Idiot!
You will complicate it. You will press the envelope, you will try different things, and you will learn. I mean, there's a lot of robots out there that don't struggle at all, but I've never met them in real life, only on the internet.
Mama said.
But I think it would be interesting to just try to do a 4-week cut like that and just see what happens. I was telling my wife the other day that, man, I feel fat. And it's not that I feel fat, because I look at my body and I don't look bigger than I did when I was 20 pounds lighter. Because I'm building muscle, but a lot of the weight I'm holding on to, I guarantee is just water from the carbs in the dairy, and it always gets me bloated. It's like whenever I have any dairy, my stomach feels fuller. And you know, TMI moment, when I had the colonoscopy, I did that prep work and it cleared everything out, and I was like, I lost 10 pounds overnight, which was interesting. Felt pretty good. It's like I was on a fast, other than the poop, which wasn't bad because I was eating carnivore. That's a life hack. But I'll tell you, I am happy of all the things that I've learned. I know how to lose weight if I need to. I know how to build muscle if I need to or want to. I know how to go to the store and pick out food that I should eat or shouldn't eat. I know how to lay down some religiousness, you know, in certain situations where I can have a little bit, like try a little bit of a salad. The problem is there's no freaking salad dressing that I would ever want to eat, ever, so that's pointless. But it's like, I know how to do all those things, and it's been a long road that I'm still on it. I'm thankful for all those things, but there is part of me that's just discontent. And I was talking to my wife last night. I said, like, work has just been tough. Like, I work in ministry and I want to do good things, and it's just been a huge fight. And then YouTube, family stuff, we're doing a lot of stuff at home, and I just feel like I'm not up for the task. I can't do everything well. I can't give everything brain space. Like, I try thinking and then my kids start talking, or someone comes to me at work and they're like, here's another problem. And it's like, oh my goodness. Last night I was telling my wife, which she knows all these things. I was like, I don't know what the heck's happening. And all of a sudden I was like, guess what? Maybe I'm having a midlife crisis. And then I laughed. Can people have midlife crises at 46? I mean, I guess that's midlife. Not a lot of people live to 92. Yeah, I hopped on that scale this morning and I was 246 pounds. Granted, I was wearing clothes and I had already drank water and some coffee and stuff like that. I'm like, I get down to 220 after that last beef, butter, bacon, eggs challenge that I did. That's 26 pounds higher I'm trying not to let that give me heart palpitations. But honestly, I don't think that's a big deal because I know how to change that. And I know that after listening to Dr. Ken Berry, he advises that like the human body needs some fat on it, which I kind of believe. And other times I'm like, maybe he just says that so he doesn't have to get cut. Honestly, we don't all need to get cut, but I can't help but try to be funny. There's a lot of positives, but the negative for sure is I've also been dealing with anxiety after being on this diet, which I had anxiety problems when I was younger, but they went away. And on this diet, I've done pretty well. But over time, going to the doctors and doing tests, CAC scores and things like that, it's like every once in a while now in my mind, I have this thought like, am I having a heart attack because all the damage I did to my body in the past? And I was like, relax, Aaron. And I don't like it. I can't just will it to be gone. I'm trying my best. It's an unintended consequence, or that's something that happened to me because I was doing the test and they all didn't come back perfect. And with being one of those people that hyper respond to low carb diets and LDL cholesterol goes way up, you see the commercials, it's like LDL cholesterol needs to be 55 or lower. Let's stop heart disease. I saw some commercial about that and then the guy's like very obese. He's like, take this medication. I'm like, well, how about go on a diet? But for me, I went on the diet and made mine higher, but just LDL-C, everything else is better. So there may be unintended consequences or things that you're gonna have to wrestle through if you do things in your life. Good things that are good things for you. Pursuing health. Not everything is gonna end up being perfect, and that's okay. You're gonna learn and you're gonna grow. I try to tell myself, look at all these other people that are like, which may not be a good train of thought, but I see people all the time that are very unhealthy that are like old. How did they make it that far? Because I feel like I'm dying right now at 46, almost 46. Just a lot to digest and consider, and the whole time making this video, I'm like, Aaron, stop rambling, because someone's gonna say you ramble too much. What's the point of this? The point of this is for me to document my life and how I'm feeling and things that I'm learning. And sorry, my brain isn't cohesive all the time. There's just a lot on it. There's a lot for me to wrestle through. There's a lot on my mind. For some reason, it wants to do it all at the exact same time. Bye.